Welcome into Extra Time. Mario is with us, Craig and Stevie. Hey, that Preston North's a good player.
That's why I don't take shots.
What a stitch-up. Happy New Year. Who made it to 12 and who didn't? You made it to 12?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
Put my hands up.
What time did you go to bed?
I reckon 10.
OK, all right. Save us the details, Stevie, but did you make it past 12?
I was in my bed.
Right.
Yes.
But now and again, I got out of it and come back in.
OK, lovely. Yes. Mario, did you make it to 12?
Yes, of course. Yeah, with the whole family.
Oh, lovely. Very good.
Are you still in the Netherlands?
Are you still in Amsterdam, Mario, yeah?
Yes, I'm in Amsterdam.
Oh, there you go. And what do you do to celebrate New Year's? Because when I lived in Spain, like, we'd eat 12 grapes. Is there any sort of tradition?
Yeah, no. Because my family doesn't drink alcohol, so we kind of
Right.
had alcoholic, and then it's like we have like a, I don't know how you call it, like it's like a kind of cake kind of thing. That's like a tradition in Holland, and we eat that. So we all sit together, celebrate, and wish each other the best, and making sure that this year is going to be even be better than last year. That kind of feeling.
Well, there you are. You joined us last year, Mario, so it can only get better, surely, now.
So let's go.
Are you with the rest of your family, Mario? Do you have a drink?
No, I don't drink, and I never drank. So that's why drinking is not really my thing. So I like.
Yeah, we're like that. We're like that, aren't we?
Yeah,
never
I
drunk
know.
yesterday
You guys
either.
No,
are.
we're like that.
I never had a drink
I
yesterday.
like that.
No.
I don't drink. I don't like alcohol. Alcohol.
I never believed that saying that said never trust a man that doesn't drink.
Right. OK.
Never believed that.
Right.
I had that 12 grapes one for the first time last night as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
But you didn't make it to midnight.
No, I did. What's that got to do with it?
Well, how could you eat 12 grapes at midnight if you're asleep?
My daughter.
Right. Well, shove them in your mouth when you're asleep.
Tried to. I was I said I got my grapes with the wine.
Ah, there you are.
But you said 12 grapes.
Yes.
12, and I went.
Yeah.
I never heard
Yeah, a lot
of
of
that.
countries do that around the world.
Hey,
Well, it's a bit like putting Coke in red wine, isn't it?
have you ever tried that?
What?
Coke in your red wine?
No.
No. If you only
No.
try it.
No, I wouldn't do that. No.
Is Stevie being too harsh on the Liverpool defence? They might look shaky, but have conceded the least goals in the Premier League and still have major room for improvement.
I meant to say to you during the show, but it was too late.
Oh, we'll do it again.
It's very difficult to get out of the way you were brought up.
Right.
Because if we'd beat somebody 25-2, the first thing Ronnie Moran would be talking about would be the 2 goals that we lost.
I see.
And it's very difficult to just turn that off.
Right, but is
Because
there
you're
not
always
an
in that
argument to say
mindset.
because of the way the game is now played?
Well-
that there's a less intensity about defending.
Yes, but it doesn't make it right that you don't give it the attention it deserves. I mean, if you don't lose one of those goals, listen, as good as Liverpool were, Newcastle were never out of the game. As dominant as Liverpool were, so those little things are important.
I mean, Mario, say you won a game 4-1. As a defender, how much would you focus on that one?
Yeah, just what Stevie said. We always focus on the goal that you concede because our job is defending. You know, so for the other ones to score the goal, they make it easier for you, and the other way around too, because you have to stop it. So I'll always focus on that. You know, you always look at could have done better, what should I have done, why did we concede it? Because maybe I should have make a step forward or a step back. So we always look at that. Yeah, that will be my main thing. But away from that, of course, hey, winning a game, and if you're the bad one that made the mistake, it will never go away. But if you didn't make the mistake, winning can at least wash it away a little bit.
The thing is, Ronnie was an encyclopedia.
Okay.
He would remember if you'd done the same thing. Now, making a mistake is okay,
Right.
but doing it repeatedly, you better not be doing that.
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Who
Craig,
was Kieran Gibbs talking to you last night, by the way?
I don't know.
Because,
What did he say?
I think he was talking to someone.
He
He
must have
must have
been
been with the producer
yeah, because...
because he wasn't. He
No,
was on his own.
I was really intrigued to know whether he found a friend in New Year's Eve.
I don't think so.
It's a very lonely place, Miami, when you're on your own, I would imagine.
Yeah.
It's quite sad, isn't it, really?
Oh, there you go. He was
Yeah.
talking to the AD apparently.
Well, he was murmuring away, wasn't it?
Yes.
Craig
Craig.
was talking about going out for a drink on his own.
Yeah. Just for you. Craig, will Newcastle's owners stick with or sack Eddie Howe, hoping to salvage a European spot for next season?
No, I think they'll stick with him.
Yeah.
But in this day and age, I suppose you just don't know behind the scenes. But it is a tough run they're on, and I do think they do need to get results. But I think it would be hard on them if they were to bin them. But you just never know. I don't think so, though. I don't think they'll.
So you getting angry yesterday, whenever it was, that I asked if they'd regress, and someone was writing in saying, Stevie, didn't anyone ever tell you that you're supposed to return from vacation more relaxed?
It's the word that probably annoys me more than anything, because in my brain, regressed means that, you know, you've stopped doing all the things you did, and it's just a shambles and the whole thing, which I think is really harsh. But as Craig said, we'll find out what the owners are all about, because if they've got half an ounce of how sport works and all these other things and how football works, then they won't get rid of Eddie Howe.
Did you find the vacation relaxing?
Aye.
Oh dear.
Aye. A bit long.
A bit long.
I think you need to go on a proper holiday.
Oh, he is, isn't he? He's going to Florida.
You've just got an Irish pub.
A couple of weeks there.
No.
There we go. Right, for Mario, Thierry Henry has stated that Dennis Bergkamp was the best player he ever played with. Just how good, in your opinion, was Bergkamp, and was he the best player you played with?
Bergkamp, I never played with Bergkamp, but I was a young boy when he was in the team and I saw him playing. So I definitely, you know, like it was a joy to watch. And I remember the chip, you know, like when you come to the outside the box and you put your boots under the ball and you chip it right over the goalkeeper. He kind of introduced that to the Ajax. I'm sure the guys are familiar with it maybe before me, but I'm just saying, like, he brought that to Ajax. And then I remember coming to England playing against Dennis Bergkamp. And I remember being on the field and I wanted his jersey. So I was like playing against it, but it was still Dennis Bergkamp for me. You know, the young boy from Ajax playing against the legend Bergkamp. Next thing you know, the ball goes in the air and he puts his studs right on my knee. And I go like, okay, this is a good intro. So I was like, okay, let me kick off now. And then I started, you know, he got me in the game. But in one side, it was more like idolizing him. And the next thing was like, no, now I got to play the game tougher than what I've been. So away from that, great play.
Did you get his shirt, Mario?
I got the jersey. Jersey.
Oh, you couldn't have kicked him hard enough then.
Got him in a documentary. But you know what the funny part is? Van der Beek, his missus, is the daughter of Bergkamp. So to have experience, he could have picked it up right there.
There we go. There are a few good only. Well, he was brought in by a manager at Arsenal who really struggled, and Bruce Rio.
Yeah.
But that was one of the really top things that Rio did at Arsenal, because he was in that Arsenal side when I was at Chelsea in 95, 96, 97. And trust me, not that it's a surprise to anybody, but he was a player.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he was strong. He was what people don't, and I've said this to you before, wasn't just these flicks and tricks and awareness. He was strong as well. He was a strong guy.
And tough. Because normally we're not like in Holland, I'll be honest. But he made the move from Holland going to Italy. He went to Italy, and that's where it didn't go as well as he wanted it to be. And then he came to then his career. Yeah, then you just, I mean, even for the national team, you know, if you speak to Bergkamp, yeah, definitely. If you ask me, one of the greats, definitely.
That's that goal against Argentina that keeps popping up. But you know the one that's in my head? It is Newcastle.
Yeah.
Away. I think it was. I might be wrong. I think it was Nicolas Dabias.
Yes.
I don't know who it was, but they were left.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was, but it was like you were looking at it going, "Is he? Hold on, has he meant that?"
Yeah.
But he did.
And he did, because it's Bergkamp.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just flicked it around again, and the spin on the ball.
Yeah.
It was like, holy smokes.
Proper player, Stevie?
Oh.
Who is more likely to step up for Liverpool with goals while Salah is gone, and who will get the most goals? Nunez, Diaz, Jota, or Gakpo? Stevie?
If he stays fit, Jota.
Right, yeah.
This little guy just pops up at the right time and scores goals.
Stevie, better than 50% chance that Liverpool win the league.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it changes all the time. From 2 weeks ago, it's changed.
Yeah.
Aye. Yeah, absolutely.
So they're the favourites?
All right, let me think. kind of dived in there.
Yeah,
Stevie, take it easy. You'll be fine. You'll be
Sorry, I
fine.
dived in a little
if City win the game in hand, they go 2 points
Yes,
behind.
I dived in a little early.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Okay, you want to take a mulligan?
Yes, I'll take a mulligan there.
Simplify the question.
Yeah, slightly under 50%.
Slightly under 50%.
Yeah.
So City are favourites,
Yes.
and it's a 2-horse race.
I don't think you can say it's a 2-horse race.
Well, you kind of have, because you said under 50.
No, oh, here we go with the Dan Thomas school of putting words in somebody's mouth.
Well, when
you
you-
said,
well, you-
without even saying it,
Well, you did say.
well, I didn't.
You did. You said slightly.
All I said was slightly under 50%.
Okay, right. How big's your
But that
slightly?
doesn't mean that Arsenal's not in it.
So how big's your slightly?
I'm going to go.
Right, come on, I'm waiting for this. Come on.
I'm gonna
Arsenal
go-
can put a run together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to go 50% Manchester City.
Okay. Yep.
That's the easy bit.
Yep.
35%
That's
Liverpool.
not slightly under 50%, is
and
it?
15 Arsenal.
That's a
There you
bit.
go.
That's bigger than
There's a three-
slight.
so that's a 3-horse race.
Slightly bigger
Because
than-
nobody else is involved in it.
Right.
That means it's
Yeah.
a 3, count these fingers.
No, I understand
3-horse
that.
race.
But when you say slightly under 50%, I think it's a stretch to take it all the way down to 35.
Well, you can think what you like, Daniel.
Well, I'm just it's again
That's
words.
fine.
Words.
What figures in your little brains? Fine with me.
Right. So
Listen,
slightly.
Slightly, yes.
Listen, just be thankful. All those numbers added up to 100.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Be thankful, right?
To be honest, that was the only goal.
That was what he was thinking.
the only goal.
If you can get Don in here, you could give him a little half an hour
Wow.
mathematical lesson.
Well, you killed Don the other day and he got it right.
No, but he just got it right because
Hold on, I didn't kill him.
he killed it
You
with
had
any
to
other
go
thing.
on for getting it right. I
He
mean,
never got it right.
333 and a third. What does that make?
99.9.
3.3 recurring times 3. Anyway, Mario, are you concerned the referees give penalties for touches? On Liverpool's 4th, the referee clearly runs over and says he touched him. Since when does a touch mean it's a foul?
You know, I think refs give they have some help, of course. But I mean, if they the Jota moment, the hot when he touches him, it was the elbow, and I think we highlighted it before. And yeah, there was a touch. So I feel like no, there's no disputing about it. And when you come at full speed, what do you want? The moment that you touch the player, it also depends on what is the beneficial to that person that is being touched. And that's the way the game is. And if you don't like it, football been like that for years. So we just have to get used to it and making sure that we don't have guys that take the advantage of it too big. But no, I don't think, no, I think for me the biggest thing is the VAR. And it's not the touching of the players.
Do you know the time in between games is that's just a period where it allows people just to get really angry
Right.
for that period until
Yes.
the next game about decisions.
And then during the game, they get angry.
Then they just post videos and freeze frames about how something's happened to their team, and they get really, really angry about it. And as you said, the next game comes along, and then they move on to the next angry situation.
Yeah.
It's an evolving circle.
It's all coming from Mr. Angry.
What's that?
It's all coming from you.
My Michael does that. That referee. Well, we played then.
Right.
That referee, he's like, I'm like,
Yeah.
behave yourself. Well, I'm just telling you.
That is it then. That brings us to the end of today's show. Stevie, you're back tomorrow, yeah, with
aye,
Shaka.
yeah,
we'll be
absolutely.
reflecting on the return of La Liga plus West Ham in action against Brighton.